Morning, Daryl. Artist in recovery. Weaver John C. Roseman, California. The Diary of a Griever named John Weaver, which is me. All right, we got to talk. Do you actually go through the research? I mean, yeah, we've seen Justin Timberlake doing his things, and he's trying to keep whatever kind of problems he's got under the radar, as long as he's not going insane at this point. This is the first time I've actually heard about Justin Timberlake having issues. But if there's nothing legally on file for this kid, we're not going to push recovery down his ass unless he's there. You know how this works. If you've been in 12 step, you know how it works. Stop pushing his ass. Yes, the public will know about it because he's already got himself landed out there. He already knows about it. Well, we also know that other celebrities, it took a long while for them to get to that point. When he's ready for it, he's going to be downright and broken about it. Like some of the other people we've seen drinking and going crazy left and right. Now, we know some celebrities, like TMC had mentioned about Lindsay Lohan. She's still trying to rebuild her life at this point over here. RJ Jr. Uh, Hold on. I gotta think of something real fast on this one. Right, I was trying to think of it. RD Jr. made Iron Man. Made him more than what the comics made him into. And he's got a career. He's got history. He paid the price. He did the time. And yeah, he was out of the public eye for a while. But then he had help getting back into the biz. And now he's doing a hell of a lot better. We congratulate him for that one. I got no issues with him. What I do have an issue with is we're going to start on these guys left and right this morning. Justin Timberlake, does he actually have an interesting thing? Just because he got drunk and stupid. If they don't have a record on this guy, then he's not in a public thing. But yes, he is a public figure. So are we now going to be jumping on people left or right for one thing or another? I'm wondering. Because besides him, besides focusing on Justin Timberlake and his issues, we got other people out there having the same damn issues as well. And we need to talk about them as well. Sometimes they can't see it coming. Sometimes they can't see it coming until they get hit upside the head or they damn near get killed or kill people in the process. We've seen that happen. You've seen so many reports in the news these days. I check out certain local areas to see what's going on. I get the local news over here in Antelope Valley, California, but also in Southern California, just to see if how many people have been getting killed or injured or doing stupids that either put people in the morgue or put them in the hospital, or maybe they're still alive to sue if they're alive. And they won't admit that they have a problem, or otherwise they're forced to be put into a court-mandated recovery program just to satisfy the court. How many times have we gone to meetings and seen the court cards? Someone comes in for the court, puts the card in, they get it signed off by the secretary. They'll either leave or not, depending on the secretary whether or not he's going to be doing the processing right there and there, or is it done during the meeting where he signs and then gives them back, and then they'll be able to leave. But do they ever get the message? They're there because the court mandated them to be there. If Timberlake was brought in, was he brought in? Seriously, was he brought in? Yes, he should have been. Should have been in process, should have been arraigned. I need to see if he was arraigned or not. Okay. So he had his prison mugshot on that one. So he's feeling accountable. Major lapse of judgment. All right. And what the hell do you tell the court system on that one? Okay. Arrested in Temptons. Arraigned hours afterwards. So he's back in court. He's released on his OR. Operating said in intoxicated condition, eyes bloodshot. But did he actually have? Yellow Price, Timberlake, and a father case. Should be on that one. What I'm trying to find out, if my computer will allow me to do this, is what kind of history he had prior to that. I'm doing a search of if he's got a history. And in order to have that kind of history, I need to see what happened within the past few years. I'm seeing the regurgitation of the same news over and over again. But what I am not seeing is a history. If he did have history, there would have been news articles concerning about him years ago. Not just a couple of days ago, but years ago. So far, I haven't seen anything yet. Because if this guy's got a history, then I can understand. I can understand the public and I can understand the panic at this point. But I'll talk about his career. I want to look at his personal life. Legal problems. That's okay. So they just updated this thing. It's a couple of citations, stop sign, and failure to keep in lane. So basically not much. Not much on the public information. Whoever the publicist is trying to keep some stuff off the internet. Whether or not he's actually got a court situation, then I can really go after the guy and really talk about this thing. But now he's become a hot topic because he's Justin Timberlake. And therefore we have to tear apart his life with scrutiny. But if he hasn't got anything scrutinized at this point over here, I say let the guy go for right now. Why push it down his throat? I can understand people pushing rehab down him if he's got one slip or a major lapse of judgment. It's the dirt, it's the digging that you really need to go through. TMZ can only go so far. If they get a shred of doubt, if they get a shred of information saying that he had history on this damn thing, that's one thing. And if this happens to go to court, we'll get the public information. It's saying that around July 26th that he's got a court date. And he has also got a concert out in Poland. But the one thing I'm not seeing, TMZ tries to do research, but they hadn't seen anything I hadn't seen. If there is any dirt on Justin Timberlake, so much for dirty laundry. Give the guy a break for right now until he's got something else popping up. If they happen to go into his court records and they happen to find out he's got nothing on file, nothing registered, not even DUIs or anything else like that, if he's kept it squeaky clean. Does it mean that he needs rehab? Now, I can understand if he actually had a few pullovers. They would have that on court record. They would have that on the official police files. They would have something of that. But if they got zero, and he's absolutely zero and clean at this point over here, either he's kept his problem hidden, people are hiding it from him, or he's really squeaky clean. Give the guy a break for right now, dude.